from the University of La Verne. This is Foothill Community News.
Hello and welcome to a new season of Foothill Community News from the University of La Verne. I'm Stephen Gilson.
And I'm Taylor Moore. The University of La Verne started off its academic year by welcoming a new president. Pardis Mahdavi is the university's 19th president and only the second woman to hold the presidency in the university's history. Mahdavi has spent 20 years working in higher education, including serving as the provost at the University of Montana and holding deanships at both Arizona State University and University of Denver. Mahdavi takes over from President Devorah Lieberman, who retired after 12 years at the University of La Verne. You can learn more about President Mahdavi by going to our Campus Times website at lvcampustimes.org.
Students are back at school, but the summer heat is still with us. September is often one of our region's hottest months. For student athletes, it can be a big concern. I visited a local high school to find out how they're coping. At Colony High School in Ontario, temperatures on their turf fields can rise to over 110 degrees. This can be dangerous for the athletes, who exert an extraordinary amount of energy. Colony High School and their athletic trainer, Aaron Strout, are doing everything in their power to ensure that their athletes are safe and healthy while playing the sport that they love.
We have three main areas of heat illness. We have heat cramps, then we have heat exhaustion, and then finally leading to a more serious one, which is heat stroke.
Strout is a certified athletic trainer with great knowledge on the different stages of heat illness.
It tells us to take a rectal thermometry of anywhere about 105 degrees or higher. That gives us the actual sign that we are in a stroke situation.
According to the National Federation of State High School Associations, 42 cases of heat illness were reported across the United States, and 18 of those cases resulted in death. Colony's varsity football defensive coordinator, Tony Gomez, says hydration is the key to preventing heat-related illness.
If someone feels like they need to get water, then we allow them to in between drills. So it's not the old school way where you don't drink water throughout practice.
Strout also teaches students how to treat athletes with injuries and heat illness. Senior Ariana Ochoa is Strout's senior sports medicine student and has gained vital knowledge from her time learning with Strout.
With the trainings that Mr. Strout has provided us, I think that I can confidently say that in any emergency, especially heat illnesses, that I would be confident in taking over myself.
With high temperatures likely to be with us for a while, it is important to know what steps to take to keep yourself safe.
It might be time to say goodbye to that famous Skittles recipe we love to eat. The California Food Safety Act, the first one of its kind in the country, would ban the manufacture, sale, or distribution of certain chemicals. The ingredient used as the coloring agent in Skittles, called red dye number 3, is facing the ban. This does not mean that Skittles themselves will be banned, only the coloring agent found in them. Candy lovers can expect a different recipe should Governor Gavin Newsom approve the bill. If approved, the law will take effect January 1st, 2027 and impose fines up to $10,000 if violated.
Local residents could soon face a fine if they don't dispose of their food waste in the proper garbage bins. It is part of an environmental program to help combat climate change. Reporter Megan Mojica explains.
Greenhouse gases, like methane, which is released from food waste, is one of the leading contributors to climate change. A California law aims to reduce methane emissions through composting. Cities in the state are required to implement an organics recycling program where food scraps are separated into special bins to be turned into compost. That green bin that holds your grass clippings will also be used for food waste.
On a daily basis, we have a container that we have in the sink. Anything that we consider green waste is placed in there.
La Verne resident John George Valdez has a message for his friends.
Tell them, my friends, get with the program. Use the green waste.
Composting helps reduce waste in landfills, improves air quality, and adds more nutrients into the soil.
It's helpful for us to take the material that's going to be made from from our food waste and turn it into something that's going to benefit the soil so that the next round of crops has the better nutrients and it's better balanced.
When you turn waste into nutrient-rich soil through composting, it helps reduce greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Lordsburg Tap House chef and general manager Rolando Alvarado states their kitchen tries to take sustainable measures into their own hands, but it can be hard for a restaurant.
We make our own little compost, but it's not enough to say it's like sustainable.
Starting at the beginning of 2024, cities will begin penalizing their residents for incorrectly separating their organic waste, but the goal is to educate residents to not get to that point. Reporting for Foothill Community News, I'm Maggie Mojica.
Another way to help the environment is to park the car and hop on a bike. Reporter Camila de la Fuente tells us how the University of La Verne is helping people get into gear with a little-known bike program called the Leo Bike Library.
Located on the first floor of the parking structure, the Leo Bike Library provides students and faculty bikes with a U-lock and even a helmet free of charge. It has been around since 2012, but not many people know about it. Gabriel Palacios is an international student who has taken advantage of this service in the past.
It is an invaluable resource for international students as we don't have cars.
Assistant Director for Transportation Services, Laura Avalos, runs the Leo Bike Library.
It's a valuable resource to our students and staff due to the fact that it provides them an extra way of transporting themselves from location to location. Retired
Professor Jay Jones says that bicycles are a wonderful environmental alternative.
Well, you're out in the real world. You get to feel the weather, you get to hear the birds, you unfortunately get to hear the traffic, you get to smell what's cooking.
Professor Gail Tang has been riding her own bike to work for 20 years.
I feel like amazing sense of freedom when I'm biking, and so it would be great for others to kind of feel that same sense as well.
For those who want to make the most of this resource, the Leo Bike Library offers a total of 12 bikes, similar to these, to check out. They can be taken out 2 weeks at a time and then renewed as often as you want. This program doesn't just save you a pretty penny, but is also good for the environment and great exercise all at the same time.
Take your bike for a stroll here at the University of La Verne. I'm Camila de la Fuente, and this is Foothill Community News.
When we come back, we'll look at some campus events that kicked off the school year.
And we'll let you know what's going on around the town.
Hi, I'm Leslie Odom Jr., and today I'm not singing, not acting, none of that actually. But I'm here to tell you one very important thing. Patients with sickle cell disease need our blood. In fact, 1 in 3 African American blood donors is a match for a person living with sickle cell. When you donate blood, you save lives. Visit redcrossblood.org/ourblood to make your appointment to donate today.
Students at the University of La Verne kicked off the school year with a welcome back picnic that celebrated diversity. Reporter Aiden Balderas was there to give us a look at the fun.
Black and Latino students had a chance to mix it up with good music, food, and activities while creating friendships at a welcome back to school picnic to promote diversity and inclusion.
The event meant a lot to me, actually, considering that I served as BSU president last semester, fall and spring of 2022 to 2023. And we kind of came up with the whole idea, bringing the Divine Nine out and collabing with the Latinx and the Black community. So seeing them keep it in continuation, it really, really meant a lot, So I enjoyed it overall.
Associate Director of Multicultural Affairs and Black Student Services, Alicia Knox, organized this event.
The Black and Latinx Welcome Party was just welcoming students back to campus, welcoming our new students to campus, to the Leo family, and letting them know that we really do appreciate and want them to know that students of color matter, specifically Black and Latinx students.
Student organizations were on hand to provide information along with faculty members and staff.
The DJ provided Latin songs from Bad Bunny and J Balvin along with modern hip-hop tracks too.
Pretty fun event, lots of food, lots of real good food. Barbecue was real nice, the music was great.
Knox plans to host an event like this in the future. This is Aiden Balderas for Foothill Community News.
Things were poppin' at the University of La Verne as students found a unique way to deal with stress. Reporter Brandy Peters has the story.
A group of students ranging from freshmen to graduate came together this month to find ways to release stress. University of La Verne graduate student Austin Haynes came up with the idea of a Pop Your Stress Away event.
I felt that it was really important because especially now in the beginning of the year, this is definitely a time where a lot of stressors can emerge. New classes, new professors, new friends. So it's definitely a lot of work.
Students were asked to blow up a balloon and write their personal stressor.
Just take a couple minutes and write down on the balloon what's stressing you out, what's worrying you. Kenny, what are some things that you're writing on the balloon?
I'm going to write drama. Graduating on time. The track season.
Then they pop them away.
We all feel better.
According to the American College Health Association, 51% of students reported having moderate psychological distress and 24% reported serious psychological distress. Overall, 75% of the students surveyed reported some distress at college. Another balloon was given to the students, and this time it was a happy balloon. For freshman Gabriel Candelario, talking about his stress with others made him feel like he wasn't alone.
Felt pretty good, actually talking about it, letting people know like what other people are stressed about, because it's almost similar to what we're all stressed about, so it was pretty good.
Time was pretty good. I had a good time. The popping balloon part I liked the best.
Popping balloons is one way to relieve your stress, but there are others. According to Kaiser Permanente, doing things like exercising, walking, talking with friends, and making time for things you love can help you pop your stress away. Brandy Peters, Foothill Community News.
Coping with a disability can be a challenge, but there are many tools and resources that can help. Reporter Michelle Roldan takes us to a disability expo and gives us a look at what is available.
Over 2,000 guests attended the Inland Empire Disability Exposition at the Ontario Convention Centre last month. Hosted by the Inland Empire Disabilities Collaborative, the goal of the event was to show those with disabilities what resources are available to them.
Attendees come and they get to see all of these resources, and then with that they also get to see entertainment done by people with disabilities.
Singer and keyboardist Julio Morones entertained the crowd along with dancers and athletes who aren't letting their disabilities limit them. Jairo Martinez dances with Ángeles Especiales Folklórico. His mother says the event was emotionally moving for her and other parents. Norma Marin says, "For us parents, it is satisfactory seeing our children happy and enjoying a form of dance that helps them be able to communicate different things." This event also has lots of tools that we might not have known about before that can help us help our children. Throughout the exposition, attendees got the opportunity to visit over 107 exhibitor booths with resources for health, automobiles, service animals, and rehabilitation.
I mean, until you have an injury or a disability or something like that, you don't really have any idea of all the resources, like stuff like this that there are, and kind of things that you can do if you're interested in. So it's cool to be able to see what's available.
The expo, which happens every 2 years in different parts of the Inland Empire, promotes its resources available to the community. I'm Michelle Roldan, and this is Foothill Community News.
Looking for something to do? Look no more. We have what's going on around the town. Design your own tool bag, create a video in a 3D photo booth, or dabble in a bit of face painting. Those activities and more will take place at the Laverne Library. The fun happens on Saturday, September 30th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. and is free for everyone.
Are you looking to get in the Halloween spirit this month? The City of San Dimas has got you covered with their annual Run-In Scare Trot. Participants can choose from a 5K, 1 mile run, or a toddler trot around the City Hall. The run will take place on Saturday, September 30th. You can register online at sandimasca.gov.
The Halloween festivities continue at the Ontario Convention Centre with the Creep IE Aftermath Convention. Check out the best horror and pop culture oddities, unique vendors, and meet some of your favorite celebrities. The event takes place from September 23rd to the 24th. Doors will open at 11 a.m. each day. Tickets begin at $35.
If you don't have time to check out the convention, you can get your fall fix at the Magic of the Jack-O-Lanterns walkthrough at Whittier Narrows Park. Pumpkin masterpieces will be brought to life in an array of spooky, whimsical characters. You will experience everything from interactive photo opportunities, themed food and beverage offerings, to live entertainment and much more. The event begins on September 22nd and runs through October 31st.
Coming up, we'll tell you how some adults are tapping into their inner child.
We'll have that story plus sports plays and game scores. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Bob Euchre. I was 5 years old when Lou Gehrig retired from baseball because of ALS. It's been 8 decades since Lou's speech, and we still don't have a cure for this devastating disease that affects thousands of Americans every year, including my daughter Leanne. But we are making progress, and we need your help to finally strike out ALS. Please join us by visiting als.org. Thank you.
We're back with our first sports roundoff, so I'm going to hand it off to reporter Nate Rodriguez.
What's going on, Nate?
Man, Steven, I love the football reference because football is indeed back, baby. And what better way to start off the season than with the annual Smudge Pot rivalry? The 51st edition of the Bonita-San Dimas rivalry was dominated by the Bearcats. Bonita shut out the San Dimas Saints 28-0 with enough defensive pressure to make diamonds in front of a packed house at Citrus College. First-year quarterback Daniel Milkey threw 3 touchdown passes to 3 different receivers. Senior Jaden Montenegro, Noah McHale, and Ryder Kadam, who did his best Randy Moss impression for the play of the game. Bonita has won 5 straight Smudge Pot games since coach Steve Bogan took over in 2018. And here's a look at how a couple other high school football teams performed recently. The Damien Spartans won their 4th consecutive game to open the year, a 56-23 rout of Miracosta. Their rival Claremont lost their 4th consecutive game, 40-20 against Kaiser. Pomona High School dropped to 1-2 in a close loss to Montclair, while Glendora's 49-7 rout of Pacifica improved the Tartans to 4-0. Dribbling over to some soccer, University of Laverne's men's soccer is off on the right foot. The team is starting the season 4-1 and starts Southern California Intercollegiate Athletic Conference play on the 15th. Their first conference home game at Ortmeyer Stadium will be Wednesday, September 20th against Whittier College. And I can't wrap up the set without serving up some history to the start of ULV's volleyball season. The Lady Leos won all 6 games to start their season, which hasn't been done since 2017. They already have 2 Conference Athletes of the Week. Shout out to sophomore outside hitter Maya Ray and first-year setter Malia Capistrano, and will start conference play on Friday night, September 22nd, against California Lutheran University inside the tents. That's all I've got. Back to you guys.
If you thought stuffed animals were just for kids, well, think again. More adults are grabbing plushy toys, driving up sales. Reporter Jasmine Soria tells us what the trend is all about.
Brands like Squishmallows, Jellycats, Hello Kitty, and Disney plushies are used for decorating, cuddling, and are taking over entire beds. Victoria Cruz and Lillian Guerrero are both employees at the Grove online store in Claremont. Both are also fans of stuffed plushie toys.
I'm 26 in October and I've bought tons of Jellycats, so you just bought one the other day too.
I have like about 5 at home now.
Yeah, its collection is growing, and I mean people come in all the time, and it's just like I can't tell you if it's more of an impulse buy or if like they healing their inner child.
Yeah,
but it's so cute, just like seeing the smile on their face.
According to a study by One Poll, 40% of adults own a stuffed animal. The trend started during the pandemic and has continued. For some, the stuffed animals are a way to release stress, but for others, they are just irresistible.
It started with a giant Baby Yoda one to just fill space on my bed, and then I kept seeing cute ones and kept buying them.
Stuffed animals aren't just for kids, they're for adults too, whether you're collecting or healing your inner child. This is Jasmine Soria for Foothill Community News.
That'll do it for us. You can watch our upcoming newscast and previous show at foothillcommunitynews.com and follow up with us on X at Foothill Community News.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.